George W. Bush, former 43rd President of the United States and current artist. George Bush was elected president in 2001 and held office until 2009. His father, George Bush Sr., was also president for the United States. This is the second time in history that a president's son was elected into office, the first being John Quincy Adams and his son, John Adams. Bush graduated from Yale and then went on to Harvard and graduated with a business degree. This was all formative in his years leading up to his presidency and also what he is doing now as an artist. In 2012, George Bush began painting and has painted every day for the last 5 years. On an interview with Ellen DeGeneres, he joked that it is funny how he has found painting and art because during his presidency, the art community was not his biggest supporter. He hired a trainer to help him learn how to paint. One of his quotes is, "There's a Rembrandt in this body and it is your job to unleash it." He first developed an interest in drawing by drawing stick figures on his iPad when making notes to his family. George W. Bush has 2 exhibits out. The first one is The Art of Leadership, a President's Personal Diplomacy. The second one is my personal favorite, and it's The Portraits of Courage. I admire George W. Bush for not only his political views and his respect for our veterans, but his fearlessness in jumping full on into something he previously knew nothing about. Making a jump is the hardest part when following your calling. For me personally, I would like to devote my time, like George Bush did, to his art and hire a personal trainer to help develop my artistic talents further. However, I'm a realistic person and I know how expensive being an artist is and how hard it is to sell your work, especially if you're just starting out. George W. Bush, after college, joined the oil business like his father did and went on to become the Senator of Texas. After that is when he became the President of the United States. I plan on graduating grad school and becoming a teacher, then a principal, and then who knows. But similarly to George W. Bush, I plan on having a career, and then in my spare time, I can eventually develop my artistic abilities. I plan on getting my art endorsement in hopes maybe someday becoming an art teacher. I think that God gave me my talent so that I can help students in some way. I would like to make a difference in my students' lives, and right now I do not know if that will be as a science teacher or as an art teacher. I am sure eventually God will lead me to the path that I am supposed to be on. Just like I believe God led George Bush to become an artist after his presidency, I believe George Bush will continue to help others with his portraits like he helped his veterans when he created his exhibit in his series on Portraits of Courage. I look to many people for my inspiration, and George Bush is one of those people that I share similar views of vocation with.